we'll have to deliver to your ear holes right now.
Wow, probably kind of you're fine.
Oh my god, it's amazing here. It is. I absolutely love this city just so much. I've been here for 6 years. I forgot how amazing it is. I've been walking around, but I haven't been at the con so far. Hasn't been very much time, but just walking around the city a little bit, mostly in the evenings after I've left the convention. But on Thursday night, the first night I went over to Times Square, and that takes like daylight, even 11 o'clock at night. It's absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
And then just hanging around sort of the area and saying and so on. But that's all the boring stuff. We can talk about that some other time. Hopefully our sound quality is good. It's not going to be quite the same as it usually is for the podcast because we don't have all the regular recording gear, but hopefully it sounds okay. So let's talk about the convention. So it's so Jason, you remember what Fan Expo was like in Toronto?
I do. Fan Expo was a lot of fun.
Fan Expo was kind of fun. This is like that, only like 3 times as big. And I don't know if that's true. I'm just making that up, but it feels that way. It just feels massive. The Artist Alley section here feels like it's as big as the entire Fan Expo in Toronto.
Wow.
And
what's going on? What's going on at Artist Alley?
Artist Alley is just like it is at home Toronto. It's sort of more independent folks who just want to get a table to promote their stuff via comic or craft or something like that. And to be honest, I haven't actually gone and browsed that area too much yet. I've been focusing on the big, obviously, Walking Dead stuff and a lot of the other big stuff. There's just so much to see that I've been wandering around for 2 full days now. It's Saturday night, and I still have more stuff I want to go do and check out tomorrow. So there's no shortage. Artist Alley is one of those things I'm going to go see tomorrow for sure. There's bound to be some cool stuff there, including Tony Moore, who has a table there selling prints and things like that. So I'll go see him again because I saw him in Toronto back in August. But I'll run through kind of some of the stuff I've done. So other than just wandering around the show floor, which has been amazing, and I've taken pictures of some incredible stuff like a 20-foot tall Optimus Prime and Master Chief Vader Lego and stuff like that. I've gone to panels mostly today, but the first one I went to was yesterday, and that was a Image Comics slash Skybound, not a Skybound, but Robert Kirkman was there, of course, and he developed creator-owned comics. So yeah, I guess when it's not Marvel or DC or something big like that, the creator starts something and owns himself, and I guess it's published by one of the bigger comic companies sometimes, but still creator-owned. So that was a really interesting panel. It started off a little bit disorganized, and they got all the folks on stage and they started talking about what they were, what they do. And if you don't know these people going in, and I knew a couple of them, but there were a few there that knew me, it was sort of hard to figure out who's who and why they were there. But it ended strong after they started taking questions from the audience and so on. It was pretty good, and there was some interesting information there. Nothing really Walking Dead related because Kirkman has so much other stuff that he's doing right now. He was working on talking about that stuff at this panel, but it was cool. After the panel, I ran out of just something to say, and he signed it for me. So yeah, well, I only did that because other people were doing it too. I wouldn't have been the first person around to be annoying and cost him like that. But yesterday I had earlier in the day I had bought a copy of the Walking Dead Chronicles, the new sort of main TV show book, and I just read it out there. He had Sharpie in his hand, and he was just signing stuff. He was looking at me. He just put his signature on it, and I moved on. So that's pretty good. I'm gonna try to get another copy of that signed, bring over for you. So you have one. Yeah, it looks like a really cool book. So I've already got another copy of it. I'll try to get in line for tomorrow. So that was that. That was yesterday. I went to yesterday. I tried to go to the Telltale Games panel to get some information on the Walking Dead video game that's supposed to be coming out this fall, but unfortunately the panel it was kind of weird. I guess it was canceled. But strangely, nobody there really seemed to have even ever heard of it.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, so I don't know what was going on there. Everybody, when I got to the room, it wasn't on the schedule and it said DVD, and so I asked some of the officials, and they were like, yeah, I guess it was canceled. Maybe it was rescheduled, and they were looking for the schedule and couldn't find it. So I'm just going to assume it was some sort of mystery. It was never supposed to happen. I don't know.
That's scary.
Yeah, so unfortunately that didn't happen. So I was actually really looking forward to that. There could have been some cool stuff there.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, we didn't see some footage or gameplay or anything like that. But alas, it did not happen. And then so yesterday I just spent walking around buying stuff and spending money and hanging out on the show floor. Also yesterday I spent a good chunk of the day hanging out with Jason, who does the Walking Dead Google map.
Yeah.
He's down here, really great guy. We talked a lot about what we've seen. And definitely got to have him back on soon because he's a lot of fun and he's got interesting stuff to say. I guess why not? More so than us.
Absolutely.
So I'm just gonna keep rambling on. Hopefully it's not
too long. So that was good. What did you do today?
So today was a lot more panel oriented. In the morning I did wander around the floor a little bit more, and today's when I actually gave out most of our USB promotional bottle openers that I don't think we mentioned on the podcast specifically before right now. So I got these bottle openers made with USB sticks with our logo printed on and all that, and I plan to bring them down here to hand out. So I've done that now, which is, to be honest, quite nice because I don't have to lug them around anymore. Not that they were super heavy, but let's just take the backpack player, which is nice. So I did that this morning, and then the Walking Dead AMC panel was scheduled for 5:15 this evening, and I wanted to make sure that I didn't miss it. So I went down kind of right after lunch to the IGN theater where these things were taking place. There were a lot of big panels today, and I found out through some questioning of the folks that were there that they don't clear the rooms between panels. So you can go in and grab a seat and just stay there, and that's what I did.
Wow.
Today I met up with Ethan, another guy from yeah, exactly. I met up with Ethan. He was another guy we had on the show last year from New York Comic Con. He went to the Walking Dead panel and kind of came on and filed a little report for us. So I met up with him. He was already in the line to get into the theater, so I got in line with him. We went in and we watched. I watched 4 straight panels, including Walking Dead.
Wow.
And he left after Walking Dead, so we only saw 3. But what I saw was first a panel on that TV show Nakia. I think on CW down here. It's in season 2 right now. That's pretty fun. They had Maggie Q there. They showed a little teaser for stuff coming in season 2. I hadn't seen the show myself, but it did seem to be a lot of fans there, so that was pretty fun. Sorry. You're still there? You're still there?
I'm still here.
Oh, yeah, you're still here.
Hello.
Hey, can you not hear me?
I can hear you. We're experiencing a bit of lag.
Okay, sounds okay to me. So let's just try to continue. After the Nokia, I saw the Sony Pictures panel, which was pretty cool. Now they showed some very cool stuff. They showed clips from their upcoming Underworld movie, which I think is the 4th Underworld movie. And that looked pretty fun. I'm not up to date on all my Underworld films, so I think I've seen the first one only. But it did look pretty cool. It kind of made me want to go back and watch them all so I can enjoy this one. And then they showed an extended scene / trailer from their upcoming Total Recall remake.
Oh yeah.
And this, I don't know what other people in the room thought, but I thought it looked freaking amazing. Oh my god, it stars Colin Farrell and a bunch of people.
Filmed in Toronto.
Yeah, filmed in Toronto. That's right.
Yep.
I was gonna say the guy from Harold and Kumar, Harold, isn't it? He was in the scene too.
Right.
But it was incredible. They showed this scene where what's his name? What's his name?
Colin
Farrell, where he was battling a bunch of dudes, and it was absolutely incredible. It was one of the best fight scenes I've seen. The camera was pulled way back, and you could see all the action, and he was like, jumping around. There was a bunch of bad guys with guns, and he had no weapons, and he grabbed one of these dudes and knocked him over, and then used his gun from behind him to shoot the other guys. And it was just amazing. I thought it was really well done. So I went from being kind of not really excited for Total Recall to totally want to see it right now. So
I like the original Total Recall, to be quite honest.
Oh really? Not a fan, eh?
Yeah, it was never something that I really enjoyed. I saw it when it first came out, but I thought it was mediocre at best, and I made the mistake of going to see it again with another friend, and then I had a very hard time sitting through the whole movie, and then I haven't seen it again since.
Interesting. Well, you and Ethan, if we were having one, you can have an argument about that because I think he told me it's one of his all-time favorite movies.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. To each his own. But anyways, this one I just thought looked really amazing, so I was excited about that. I was really hoping that Sony was going to show something new from the Spider-Man movie that they're working on, because if I'm not mistaken, Sony owns the rights to Spider-Man films at least. But alas, we did not get that. And then after the the main focus of that panel was the new Ghost Rider film, which they made look really cool at the panel, but the first Ghost Rider movie was not anything all that special. So I'm not so sure what I'm going to feel about this. This new Ghost Rider is being directed by Neville Dean and Taylor, the 2 guys that do the Crank films. So if you've seen the Crank movies, and if we're going to get something like that or something close to that, I don't know, maybe it could be fun, but who really knows? The footage they showed was cool, but they showed the behind the scenes of them actually shooting it, and that was kind of more interesting to me because these guys are crazy. They got on rollerblades and like dragging themselves, holding a camera in one hand, and surfing behind a car on the other one to get these crazy shots. So yeah. So it was a bit wacky. And then finally, after that, we had the Walking Dead panel, the thing we've all been waiting for. And it was great. They showed let's talk about the footage first. They showed some new footage in form of a complete scene. You want to take a guess at what scene they showed?
They showed probably the scene where they were on a highway with a bunch of cars shooting zombies.
It's like you were there, my friend. That's the one they showed. We've seen that in the trailer, of course, and we've seen bits and pieces of it here and there, but they showed us more or less the whole scene in context. So it was really, really fun to watch that. It was so tense and it was so emotional. Like, I've known these characters already, and as we said before, we follow this in such great detail that we probably have more invested in the show and the characters than most fans. But it was amazing. I felt like I was frightened for them and like worried and totally just almost exhausted from from thinking about sort of what these characters would have been through to get to this point and how they must be feeling in that situation. And like when it was all done over, and like, my God, I gotta remember this is only a TV show because it was serious. So I'll just describe the footage briefly. And so what we've seen in the trailers and bits happens. They're on the highway, they're figuring out what to do, and then they realize that there's like hordes of zombies coming down the road on their way somewhere, and so they start hiding under the cars. We have Rick under a car by himself. We've got Lori and Carol under one car, and Carol is just about losing it because her daughter Sophia is under another car by herself, and Lori has to just sort of headlock the woman almost together to be quiet. And we've got Dale up on top, lying flat on top of the RV because he was up there so people look out. And we've got Andrea inside the RV, cleaning it down, putting her gun back together. I guess she's learning how to use guns, and so she's working on her handgun there, and she doesn't actually know what's going on inside first. Until she's working away, and out of the corner of her eye, she sees zombies shuffling past the window, and has an immediate panic look, and she drops to the floor, and eventually gets to hide in the bathroom of the RV because one of the zombies starts shuffling onto the vehicle. He sort of wanders onto the vehicle. She's quiet. I guess the zombie doesn't realize, he realizes there's nowhere to go, turns around to leave, but then she drops part of the gun, makes a noise, and he comes back and starts pounding on the bathroom door.
Oh.
Yeah. Now the one thing I thought here is this zombie feels awfully smart. I mean, I know they're attracted to sounds and so on, or at least that's what we've seen before. But it was weird to see the zombie. It was weird for me anyway to see him like actively come up the stairs to the RV, kind of wander down the hall, look around, and turn around and wander back the other way to leave. Like I almost feel like he should have sort of, if he got on the RV, just sort of stayed there, walked to the back, and hit the wall and flop down or something like that.
Well, we know that zombies have some residual memory of their former lives. Maybe this particular zombie was an RV inspector or something, and he was just used to going on and looking around RV just to make sure everything's okay. So that's what he was doing. And just happened to hear the noise in the bathroom.
Yeah, I guess he was going to make sure nobody was hiding on there.
Yeah, so let's just go with that as an explanation.
Okay, well, when you see it tomorrow night, you can let me know what you think.
Sure.
It felt a little funny to me, but hey, I'm okay with that explanation. So anyways, he starts pounding on the door. Dale, of course, is on the roof, and there's a little skylight there above the bathroom. He looks in and sees what's happening. Andrea is there. She has no gun. She's in this confined area, can't really protect herself. And so he hands through the skylight a screwdriver to her, a nice big long handle screwdriver. And let's leave it at that. I won't spoil it anymore for you and for anyone listening. But
okay. I can imagine.
Yeah, you probably can. So that's that. Meanwhile, outside we see T-Dog not getting under a car for some reason. I don't know, maybe he's a little bit further down the road, but then he realizes the zombies are coming. He kind of crouches down, takes out his arm, as we see in the trailer, huge cut on his arm, spraying blood everywhere, and he kind of stumbles around a little bit, and it really looks like a bad wound. So I was thinking, oh my God, he's not gonna make it. He's either gonna be like just lose too much blood quickly, or I don't know, just leave trails behind him and not be able to hide properly. And so he stumbles around, and then a zombie is gets a glimpse of him and is coming to get him. But who saves the day? Daryl. he jumps up behind the zombie, grabs him, and takes his head off somehow. Not really off, but incapacitates the zombie, and that was most of it right there. So the whole thing was amazing. Like I can't really express it any other way.
Obviously, we'll have to wait for tomorrow night.
Luckily, we only have about 24 hours, less than 23 and a half hours at this point until it's on. So
yeah, 23 hours and it looks like 36 minutes.
There you go.
Oh, less than 24 minutes.
The countdown is on, so everyone will be able to watch this tomorrow night. But it was a great scene. Like I said, I really got involved in it. Just in the little bit that was there, and it really blew me away. So that was a ton of fun. In terms of the panel itself, we had, let's see, John Bernthal was there. In addition to Kirkman, Galen Hurd, and Greg Nicotero came out first. We had John Bernthal, Lori Holden. We're doing this from memory, everybody. So hopefully I don't miss anyone. Lori Holden. We had Chandler Riggs, we had Norman Reedus, and Lauren Cohen, who plays Maggie, or who does in season 2, and one more, Stephen Young. Yeah, so pretty good panel. No Rick, no Lori, and no Jeff Demond or any of those people, but still pretty good panel. They were all very friendly and happy. And they did, of course, do the same old stuff we've heard. Everyone's great to work with. It's the most fun I've ever had. We're all really into it. Everything's great. But they also answered sort of fans' questions pretty well, and it was nice to see Lauren Cohen there, for the first time talking about her character and what it's like coming into a show that's followed briefly. It's already established itself and a rather intense show. She has interesting things to say. And then Chandler Riggs, he is just an amazing little dude. That's the best way I can describe it. I mean, it was funny. They got to him and the guy running the panel, Chris Hardwick. He asked some questions, Chandler answered, and he's like, well, clearly you're the smartest and most articulate person here, so why don't we keep talking to you? It was pretty funny. One of the things he asked him was, he said something like, so you must be the coolest member of your group of friends. What do you think about that? And Chandler went on to say, I like to just sort of have my friends be like normal, and some don't even watch the show, some do. But then he kind of finished it with, yeah, that's probably the coolest anyway. So that was pretty fun. And I did try to record the audio of the panel, so I'm going to listen to that, and if it's any good, I'll post it up there for everyone to hear. The audio of the footage is there too, so in no video I might be thrown out if I did that, but I think audio recording wasn't quite as frowned upon, so I tried my best to do it, but I just used my phone, so it may not sound very good. We will find out. But so if it's okay, you get a little panel, hear everything they had to say. But for me, I mean, it was amazing to be there and check it all out, and after seeing through 2 other panels, I was super excited to get the Walking Dead going, and yeah, it was just really fun. I highly recommend everybody go to one of these conventions and see a panel of your favorite TV show, because if you want to ask a question or hear the actors talk, this is the best way to do it. I think you get almost right face to face with them. Now,
so we have an tomorrow.
Well, just before I get to tomorrow, I stayed for the final panel of the night, which was probably the flagship panel of the whole con. I figured since I was in the room already, I might as well just stay for it, and that was the Avengers panel, the movie. This was another fantastic panel. It was amazing. They showed the trailer, which we all saw earlier this week. I don't know if you watched it, but I thought the trailer was pretty good. And they showed a complete scene from the film where Mark Ruffalo, who plays Bruce Banner, is being recruited by Black Widow, who is played by Scarlett Johansson. And that's pretty cool. Then they cut in some other stuff as well with some of the other characters and so on. But it was really entertaining to watch too. And a couple of the lines of dialogue from the trailer I thought kind of cheesy. Nothing I saw in this scene with Mark Ruffalo and Scarlett Johansson I thought was cheesy. So I was really happy about that. And I think they may be able to pull this movie off and make it really awesome.
Well, I'm very excited for this movie.
Yeah, and then the panel members for that were Chris Evans, who plays Captain America. The guy who plays Loki, his first name is Tom. I can't remember his last name right now. It was funny though, because people who asked questions pretty much all asked him. All the girls in the audience were in love with this guy. Like absolutely in love with this guy. Anyways, that was cool. He was there. Who else? Mark Ruffalo was there. He was a surprise guest, which was pretty cool. He played Bruce Banner, Sword, and Hulk, of course. He said that he has the distinction of being the first actor who actually gets to play Bruce Banner and the Hulk, because in this movie the Hulk is motion captured, whereas the other two he was completely CGI.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so that should be pretty fun. Kobe Smulders was there, who you will know from How I Met Your Mother. She has a role in the Avengers, as well as a guy whose first name is Clark. And unfortunately, I don't remember either, but he plays the agent that is a government agent in a lot of movies so far. He was the guy in Thor. He was the guy at the very end of Iron Man 2. So he was there too. And he actually has a big part in the TV sitcom The New Adventures of Christine. Oh, nice. And it's a sitcom. It's a comedic role, but he does a fantastic job at that, and he's doing a fantastic job at this role too. And I think that he deserves more work for sure. He's one of those guys. Yeah, I haven't seen The Adventures of Christine, but his role in these Marvel movies has continued to expand. He started as one scene in one film, and then he just keep rolling into all the other movies. And he kind of full of funny anecdote about that, where he was in one movie, and then he'd be at an event or a party or something with producers of the next Marvel movie, and he'd find out there that, oh, I'm doing Thor too. That's great. And they'd be like, ready for your part in Thor. He's like, I'm in Thor. That's amazing. And then he ran into 2 years ago, or maybe not that long ago, but at San Diego Comic Con, he's there, and Joss Whedon's there, and so we're gonna get scheduled to come in and be in the Avengers. And he's like, I'm in the Avengers, great. So it sounded pretty fun. And for him, that's gotta be a great role to play. You think to be a sort of supporting character in these huge movies. So that was really fun. Audience questions were mostly good, but it did sort of become the Loki show. The guy who plays Loki, because all the girls wanted to just ask him questions and so on. So that was pretty cool. And that was all panels I saw today, 4 straight, and it was all amazing. And they were all in the big IGN theater, which is this huge like multi-thousand person venue. So it was just a really cool experience for me. I gotta say, the first time I've done anything like this. So tomorrow,
yeah.
Tomorrow I'm probably gonna take it easy. I'm still gonna go. There's a few things I want to do, probably back up on the show floor. I don't think I'm gonna go to any panels. There's a spotlight on Robert curtain panel that I might check out tomorrow if I still have any energy left. It's mid-afternoon, I think. So I might do that. Otherwise, I'm going to try to get there in time to get a ticket for the Robert Kirkman autograph signing and get a couple more things signed that I can pack away and bring back. Other than that, I think just look around. There's just a couple things I still want to buy, a couple things I've seen, and then go check out our salary, like I was saying, see what's going on there, and geez, hopefully I don't find too much more stuff I want to buy because I need to continue to have money to support my family too. And the way things are going, yeah. So it's pretty fun. I think me and Jason, Jason McDonald, the map guy, are gonna go out and have a drink to celebrate the con tomorrow night. So that should be fun. And then that'll be it. It'll be all done, and I will be able to look back on this experience and with great fondness until next year. I'm totally coming again next year.
Yeah,
and you're totally coming with me because this experience will. I mean, it was amazing, but it's got to be even better with two people. If for no other reason that we can take pictures of each other doing fun stuff, right? If I wasn't doing this, well, yeah, okay, I don't mean it sound weird. If I wasn't doing this, or I wasn't drinking along with me, I won't ever know I was here. Because although I take a lot of pictures, I'm not in any of them because it's kind of hard to take pictures of yourself. Good ones, anyways. So yeah, so put it in your schedule right now, man. We're going to New York again next year. It's totally worth it. Sure. Yeah, all I'm going to do on Monday. I'm going to do lots of Mondays. I'm going to Monday night. I'm going to go tour the intrepid aircraft carrier. Man, I walked by this morning. They've got an SR-71 on the flight there.
Yes, they do.
And I can see it from the ground, and I'm super excited to go do that on Monday morning. And then Monday afternoon, I'm going to go over and have a steak at a restaurant that's one of the greatest steak in the world. And then I'm going to come home. That'll be cool. So there you go. Any questions? Anything else you want to tell the world about?
Well, I'm super excited to see what things you guys done and come back with stories about the SR-71. Really.
I don't know the fighter jet.
Take pictures of the Blackbird.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. Yeah. Oh man, the costumes that people have are amazing. Like as I sort of expected. But we walk around the Toronto Fan Expo, and there's a lot of people dressed up there too. But there are some seriously professional level costumes happening at New York here. I'll tell you. And I came to the realization that how Halloween is the excuse for women to dress slutty for one night of the year.
Yep.
Well, comic conventions are the other time of the year that they can do that. I've seen a lot of butt cheeks in the last couple days. Let me just say. Some better than others. But let's leave it at that. So yeah. All right, cool. If I see anything super exciting tomorrow, we can do this again. But I think that's pretty much my report from New York Comic Con.
Sounds like fun.
Oh yeah, it's busy here too. Holy moly! I mean, I was talking to someone today who was at New York last year and as well San Diego this year. She said you think this is busy. If you ever go to San Diego, you get on that show floor and you like can't move. It's so jam packed full of people. So yeah, it's pretty popular event these comic conventions these days. Good. All right, let's leave it at that. It's about a half hour, so we'll wrap up, and we will be back. We'll be back on as soon as we can after the premiere tomorrow night. As I said, I'm still here in New York for Monday night. I don't come back until Monday night, so I'm not sure when exactly we'll get to record our first recap episode. We'll do it as soon as we can when we're both back in Toronto and then get it up. In the meantime, if you want to send us your thoughts or if you saw me at the con or spoke or anything like that, by all means send an email into talkingdeadpodcast@gmail.com or call the Zong line at 1-866-483-ZOMB. That's 439-662. Please do that and let us know. If you were at New York Comic Con and you didn't see me or we didn't talk, then you can just call in or write in and tell us about your experience there because mine is amazing. I'm sure everyone else had a really good time too. So we'd love to hear from you. And on that note, I think we can call it a night.
All right.
All right, good night, everybody.
Bye.
Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download at audibletrial.com/talkingdead. Over 100,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player.